William, hey.
Yeah.
Hey. So I'm playing this game called Elden Ring right now, right?
I swear to... yeah, okay,
right?
yeah.
Hey.
Wow, context. Ooh,
Right,
okay.
hey. So I've been playing this game for like 4 hours now, right?
Uh-huh.
And in those 4 hours, all I've done is run up and down a hill.
Wait, what do you mean? Like, I know there's like the opening area where there's the church. You mean that hill
Nope.
specifically?
I have so right now there is currently an exploit in the game, and it hasn't been patched yet, right? That just gives you free XP. I mean, runes or whatever the fuck.
How? What is this?
So pretty much you run down this hill, and this ball, this giant rock rolling orb, whatever thing spawns, right? But if you just dodge out, like you move slightly to the right, out of the way, right? And since you're on a cliff, right, the ball will roll off, right?
Right.
But apparently the ball is considered an enemy, right?
Okay.
So as soon as it rolls off the hill, and if you, right, you'll gain XP.
So wait, if it...
Yeah.
Because it technically dies falling off the cliff.
Yep. So
what?
So for the last 4 hours of this game, all I've been doing was running up and down this hill.
Yo, actually tell me where this hill is and what it is.
Oh, dude, you need to know this. Do you know the Elden Hill?
Yes, the Elden Hill. Jesus.
Yeah, that's right. That's why, like, literally for the last 4 hours of this game, after I started the game, I realized, oh boy, I'm super dying, so I'm just gonna start farming. I looked up this farm, and yeah, I've just been farming to this place for like the last 4 hours now. I haven't even done anything else in this game.
God.
Like, I talked to the lost 5-year-old girl, right, who gave me a horse for free, and then after that, I was like, boy, I'm just gonna go up and down this hill because there's like to this exploit you need the horse, right? So you could move out the way of the ball faster, right? And you can dodge it because it takes a while to get there, right? You can't just this area is not like something you can just walk right to. I mean, you can walk to it, but it's just takes a while, right? Right. It's a real eternal time it takes.
Okay, I guess that's a segue.
Oh, yeah, that's it, but that doesn't matter. Hold on, fuck the segue. Hold on, but I need to tell you about boys. So hey, so I've been exploiting. So I've been spending 44 hours. Right, I'm at level 46 right now, right? Or something, right? And I'm playing astrograph, whatever the fuck, astrologer, right? Astrology, right? I need to know your zodiac sign, right? Right, so I put all my experience into fucking magic, into mine, right? Because that increases your MP, right? So I'm gonna send you an image right now, right? Wait, beep, boop, boop. All right, here's this image. I want you to take a look at my stat distribution so far.
Okay, so definitely this image I haven't seen.
No, this image that you've been seeing before, right?
Yeah, wait, hold on.
I want you to actually look at the stats.
Wait, hold on. Why? Okay, this... I don't... Why?
I put it all to
what?
MP.
Why? But it's like, okay, you have 53 points in mind.
Yeah.
But then why is that so high and your vigor is at 11 when you're at level 46?
No.
What is this atrocity that I'm seeing
Because
now?
I'm playing the MP class, so I was thinking, boy, I should just get more MP at this point, right? So I just spent all the
Jesus.
Oh
my God.
Right, because when you level up, you don't level up all the stats at once, right? Right, it's not like how like any RPG when you level, right, all your stats increase, right? Right, because in Elden Ring you only can increase one stat at a time, and that counts the level, right? So if I were to put my vigor from 9 to 10, right, that would be counted as leveling up once, right?
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah,
so I just did that with magic, with mine. Just be like, hey, I'm playing the magic guy. I guess I'm just gonna spam all this into MP, right? Just so I can do my magic.
Oh my God, dude.
So my character is too smart for his body right now.
No, that's not even true, because your intelligence is 16. That's what your intelligence is. Your mind is like, look, you have so much knowledge in your head, But the thing is like 95% of it is like TV trivia.
Yo.
That's what that knowledge is. So 95% of it is useless, and it's just like, well, what's the fucking point?
Oh, is it like how I have a bunch of useless trivial knowledge about the Eternals?
Okay,
that's the
is that
segue.
the actual segue?
That's the actual segue now. Yeah. I just want to
Okay,
talk about
that's
how
the
like I literally put all my EXP, and I forgot that the EXP thing scales, right? Right?
Yeah.
So
yeah, it does.
so now that if I want to make my vigor up, it costs me like 10,000 runes just to get to 12. Because I spent everything because I kept so now at this point it's actually way more difficult for me to level up my other stats now.
That's why you had to build it up early on.
Well, yeah, and not just put everything into fucking brain power.
Yeah, that would have been the smart thing.
Yeah, but I didn't have enough mine at that point to consider that. Right? Because I was just gonna throw everything into a mine and see what happens. But now that I'm so high level, right? It hurt me to level up all these shitty stats, and I need way more runes now.
Oh my god.
So that's why I'm still on this fucking
so
hill. I still haven't even touched the main. I still haven't even done anything in the main game yet. I've just been running up and down this hill. This is the Elden Ring experience, by the way.
Oh my god, yeah.
Yeah, the Elden Ring experience is not looking for the Elden Ring. It's just to run up and down a hill. That's it. Nothing else.
That's a real experience.
Yeah, right? It's a real eternal loop, right?
This is the third time. We said the second one was the official one. What was the point of the third one?
Yeah.
Where was that supposed to go? What does that segue to? We were already segued. Are we segueing back? So you can make another segue back into this? What's going on?
Into the main segue.
Okay.
Okay.
I'm
out of thing. I just want to talk about how my character is so how I might have fucked up my character stats in this game already.
Hey, all you did was waste 4 hours, right?
Yeah.
Anyway. So, welcome to the SPOILERCAST for the Eternals.
Yeah. China's favorite Marvel movie.
Just so that you're aware, that's what we're actually supposed to talk about.
Yeah.
Not Elden Ring.
No.
We're not an Elden Ring SPOILERCAST.
Yeah. Well, what do we? I know everything about Elden Ring, right? Right. It was like what? It was like the humans, the elves, and the dwarf all went together to build the ring or something, right?
No. Okay. All right.
That's how it worked, right? Then they gave some to some tree spirit or something, right?
Well, I'm tilted. All right. So anyway, before we talk about the movie and how we feel about it, it is necessary to give you, the audience, the plot synopsis that is provided for us by the film's Wikipedia page.
That's right. While William reads to you the plot synopsis from the Wikipedia page, I will be running up and down this hill again.
Oh my god, you're actually playing Elden Ring.
I am so. Look, William, I fucked up my stat distribution, alright? So now I need to make up more runes just so I can recover from this. It's actually really bad.
Well, you see, you took me away from Elden Ring, so now you have to suffer.
Hey, look, right? You can play Elden Ring yourself too, you know, in the background.
Well, Well, how am I gonna? Who's gonna read the plot synopsis?
No. You have one screen on Elden Ring and the other screen on Eternals.
Hell, that's a joke's on you. I don't have another screen. Right,
that's really sad and depressing, right?
Okay, all right. Look, it's not by choice. Okay, it's just I need a bigger desk. Anyway, so here we go with the plot synopsis. In 5000 BC, 10 superpowered Eternals, Ajax, Circe, Icarus, Kingo, Sprite, Fastus, Makari, Druig, Gilgamesh, and Thena are sent by the celestial Arishem to Earth on their starship the Domo to exterminate the invasive deviants. The last deviants are apparently killed in 1521 when the group's opinions differ over their continued responsibilities and relationship with mankind. Over the next 500 years, they mostly live apart, waiting for Arishem to tell them that they can leave. In the present day, Circe and Sprite live together in London. Oh, excuse me. After Circe's partner, Icarus, left her centuries early, she is now in a relationship with human Dane Whitman. who works as the at the Natural History Museum. The trio are attacked by the deviant Crow, with Icarus arriving and chasing the creature away. Concerned that the deviants have returned, the three Eternals travel to South Dakota to reunite with their leader, Ajax, only to find her dead. Cersei is posthumously chosen by Ajax as her successor, granting her the ability to communicate with Arishem. Cersei contacts Arishem and learns that the mission of the Eternals was not to fight the Deviants, but to prepare Earth for the Emergence. Arishem explains that for millions of years he has been planting the seeds of Celestials inside planets where the energy from large populations allow the Celestials to be born. The Deviants were sent to destroy the apex predators of each planet to ensure the development of intelligent life, but when the Deviants evolved and began hunting the planet's native populations, Arishem created the Eternals to hunt them in turn. With the reversal of the blip, Earth has reached the necessary population for the birth of the celestial Tiamat, which will result in Earth's destruction. Hoping to delay the emergence, the group reunites with the other Eternals. At Druig's residence in the Amazon rainforest, they are attacked by the Deviants and kill all of them except Crow, who kills Gilgamesh before fleeing. Fastest.
I'm trying to figure what the stats raising.
Well, okay, just. Anyway, hoping to delay the emergence.
Don't worry about me. Don't worry about me. I'm just doing some Elden Ringing in the background, you know.
Okay, all right. The group reunites with the other.
Wait, by the way, I don't know how to exit this area too. By the way.
Oh well, good luck then.
Yeah, because this hill teleported me to a completely new realm. To a new part of the map, and I don't know how to get back. Oh wait, I figured it out.
Wait, is it all red and stuff?
No, it's all blank because I haven't discovered this area because I haven't bought the map yet. Oh no, I figured it out.
No,
I'm good.
I meant. Okay.
Okay, I'm good. Yeah, no, okay, I'm safe. I'm safe.
Okay,
I'm safe from the Elden Ring.
Okay. Anyway, Fastus proposes the Unimind, a connection between all the Eternals that would give Druig enough power to put the Tiamat to sleep with his mind control powers. However, Icarus reveals that Ajax had told him of the emergence centuries before. When Ajax suggested to him 6 days earlier that they try to stop the emergence, he led her to the Deviants and, not wanting to betray Arishem, let them kill her. Sprite joins Icarus due to her unrequited love for him, while Kingo chooses to leave as he does not wish to stop Tiamat's birth or fight his teammates. Makari locates the place of the emergence, an active volcano in the Indian Ocean, where Icarus and Sprite attempt to stop them. Druig knocks out Sprite and Fastus restrains Icarus, while Crow arrives and is killed by Thena. Druig is unable to put Tiamat to sleep, and Cersei instead attempts to turn him into marble. Icarus breaks free of his restraints and goes to kill Cersei, but finds himself unable due to his love for her. Okay, that sentence is a little messed up. Both he and Sprite join with the others in the Unimind, and Cersei gains enough power to turn Tiamat into marble. Guilt-ridden, Icarus flies into the sun. At Sprite's request, Cersei uses the remaining energy from the Unimind to turn Sprite into a human, ending her permanent childlike state. Thena, Druig, and Makari depart on the Domo to find elementals on other planets and warn them of the emergences, while Cersei, Fastus, and Kingo remain on Earth. Dane professes his love for Cersei and is about to reveal a secret about his family history when she, Fastus, and Kingo are dragged into space by Arishem. Displeased with their treason, Arishem says he will spare humanity if the Eternals' memories show that humans are worthy of living. Vowing to return for judgment, he takes the trio with him into a singularity. In a mid-credits scene, Thena, Makari, and Druig meet the Eternal Eros, Thanos' brother, and his assistant Pip the Troll, who offer their help. In a post-credits scene, Dane opens a case containing the ebony blade, and an unseen person questions whether
who could it be? Is it Tobey Maguire's Spider-Man?
No, it is not Tobey Maguire's Spider-Man.
Is it Nicolas Cage's Ghost Rider?
Right? God.
A character we will never see again in Marvel properties, you know? Right? Just like how we will never see Edward Norton's Bruce Banner again.
Yeah, yeah, exactly.
Characters that will never ever appear in the MCU ever again.
God, dude. Anyway, so it was plot synopsis aside. Yeah. what do we think about this movie?
Boy, I'm trying to how to discover the rest of the map of this region right now.
Oh my god.
Hey, Elden Ring's a very good game, William.
Yeah, I know. I want to get back to playing it, but then you dragged me back in here so that we could do this recording. So how about we go? How about we contribute to that?
Hey, this movie's too fucking long.
Austin?
I did not like this movie.
Oh, okay. Well, why?
I honestly think this is probably one of the worst Marvel movies ever made. I think this is. Do I think this is even worse than Thor: The Dark World? Is the question.
Oh Jesus! But I mean, I definitely like Eternals more than Thor: The Dark World. That's my.
Well, to be fair, I haven't seen Thor: The Dark World in years, so I can't come up with a good argument for Thor: The Dark World right now. Mm-hmm. Right. I've seen this movie more times. My friend keeps putting it up whenever I visit, and they just have it on in the background for no fucking reason. Right, so I've seen this movie multiple times, and also my friends don't understand how Eternals work, so they keep rewatching it just so you can understand it, and then they bug me with questions about the Eternals, because for some reason my group of friends thinks I'm the biggest comic book expert they know, which is unironically actually true now that I think about it, but they misjudge my actual knowledge on comic book knowledge. Hey, I have to explain who the Black Knight was, alright, to them.
Oh, okay. So you're like the only person who actually has any real knowledge on it.
Yeah, but here's the problem. I had no idea who the fuck the Black Knight was as much. Like, I know Marvel characters, right? But I only know up to, like, B tier Marvel No, C tier, I want to say? C-tier comic book characters, right? The Black Knight is not a C-tier character, alright? He's a D-tier character at most, okay?
I guess so,
right? No one gives a fuck about the Black Knight. No one cares about his racist past, Right?
Yeah, I guess, yeah, to be fair, it's just you don't hear of his character a lot within mainstream comics, so yeah, I'll give you that. But if anything, I want to say that like we should let's see if we can focus on the positives before we get on the negatives of this one, because there are some definite positives to this.
Okay.
Well, I mean, I say a positive. Look, because the thing is, I'm like, while I don't think the movie is the greatest, I am firmly within the camp that I like this movie, and a lot of it really has to do with the aesthetic of the movie and how it's filmed. Because the thing is, you have to admit that when you're watching this, when watching this movie, it doesn't feel like a typical Marvel movie, at least in terms of
it does not feel like a Marvel movie in any aspect.
Yeah. So if anything, like, I'm kind of appreciative of the fact that it doesn't feel like like every other Marvel movie, so it doesn't feel so cookie cutter, and doesn't feel like it has to check off a box or anything like that. So I like it for its uniqueness on its own, right? But the aesthetic is also very pleasing to me, because I like the art direction, where they had this I like how they have all these, you go back to the past, you see ancient architecture, just like it has bright colors that really pop and everything. It's like even when it's at its most somber, it's still actually really colorful.
You find map fragments to unlock the rest of the map. Okay.
Oh my god! And you're still playing Elden Ring. Jesus fuck. But yeah, it's just there's a lot of color and it looks really good. Like, and it's filmed like it definitely feels like it's the director's movie.
Chloe Zhao.
Chloe Zhao, right? Yeah. Like Chloe, it definitely feels like this is her movie and not like a typical MCU cookie cutter formula film that they put out just to push the major narrative forward. Again, the Celestials look fantastic. I really like the look of Arishem. The look of the Celestials in general.
Yeah. I'm a big fan. I'm a big fan of Ultron in this movie.
Of Ultron. Of Ultron. Okay, this is the real Ultron.
Yeah, this is the real Ultron. or
Oh my
Galactic.
god.
So whoever Marvel still has to whoever they get the rights to first. All right.
Mhm. Mhm. And I also Jesus. But I also really like the um I do like what we do see of the characters, you know. And if and well, I mean, this is definitely a better like in terms of diversity and representation. This is definitely one of their better ways of handling it forward.
Mm-hmm.
And I say that because you have, and I need to find a character's name again, right? Um, where's his name again? No, hold on.
What character are you trying to?
Who's Fastos or whatever, right? Yeah, there you go. Fastos. Brian Terry Henry's character.
Which character? Okay, look. What
Okay,
Justice League character were they?
the
All
gay
right.
couple, the gay. Hey! Did you hear me? The gay couple, right? He's like,
Oh, that guy.
you know that,
Yeah, Cyborg.
that guy,
Yeah,
right?
okay,
The guy
Cyborg. Yeah, should have just said Cyborg.
okay, yeah, sure, Cyborg.
Yeah.
Okay, Cyborg.
Hey,
Well, yeah, to
DC
be fair,
Universe exists in the Marvel universe. It feels really fucking weird.
yeah,
Did you feel
yeah.
weird just how they just casually name drop DC properties like that?
No, yeah, well, they specifically mentioned it when they were just going up with, like, when the kid is just looking up at Icarus, and it's like look, it's Superman. And like, wow, okay, so Superman is a comic book in the Marvel universe.
Right? It feels really
All
fucking
right.
weird, right? Just to just randomly name drop. Like they could have just used like the shitty Superman Marvel ripoff app. Right? Oh look, it's Hyperion. I think is his name. Or
something like that, you know.
Yeah,
like,
right?
You just call it. Mm-hmm.
Every time they
Or
just randomly
use a
dropping like
nickname.
Marvel, like I think there was a scene where they're like, hey look, is it Alfred and Robin or some shit? I was like, huh, that's really fucking weird. Like just name drop this. I mean, I'm pretty sure DC doesn't care because it's just free. It's just free promotion for their character. Like, hey, the DC universe is so much more better than the Marvel universe. It gets mentioned in the Marvel universe.
Yeah. God, it was jarring hearing that. I'm like, that's weird. For a second, I'm like, are they gonna get sued? Can they get sued for this? But I don't know, man. But anyway, where was I?
You're talking about the inventor guy. Yeah, the inventor guy.
Yeah, at least in terms of like representation, like because we've had our say on like how Disney represents LGBT characters.
Oh wait, tell you what. This is the first time there's been a gay character in a Disney movie with the Eternals. All right.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, sure. But at least here, it's just like it's a lot more prominent with and it's important for the character, you know?
Right.
And so it's like it's not so easy to so you can't really separate the two.
Yeah.
And the fact that that's still there, like they could have easily hit it or like just like it kept it with like kept it so that it's like easily. I mean, you can still probably edit it out now that I think on it. If they ever wanted to do that for China or whatever. But like if anything, I like at least for here, it's a lot better than how they usually typically show it. Because it's either like just a hand holding thing, or it's like in the background thing. At least here it's a little bit more upfront.
Yeah, it's actually a predominant thing, right?
It's a whole scene on its own. So at least that's something. We're getting there. But we'll get there, I guess. But it's a lot. It is good. It is a bit of a step forward there, so that's appreciated. Again, the cinematography is wonderful. And we do get decent, good decent performances. It doesn't exactly call for much, I guess. But there are good representation and diversity. We also got like someone who a deaf or mute, right? A mute character. Yeah, right. And then the whole sign language thing, they made that feel organic and everything. And I did appreciate a lot of the family scenes that we see in there because they at least to me felt really it felt like it worked. It felt like something that you would see in a big family that were just like that's comfortable with messing around with each other and everything. And I do think it has like good a good uh a very good sense on its like on I guess the core of what they're trying to talk about. Like if this is very much a family drama film, you know, if anything, but like just using the Eternals for like to kind of tell that.
Yes, Flip, exactly as you were saying.
Uh-huh, yeah.
Right, exactly. Yeah. Boy, hey, Elden Ring is a scary game.
Yeah, I would imagine so because it has some Cthulhu vibes to it. But yeah, it's the like their portrayal of family and basically how this is all a family drama of sorts basically, and how
Mm-hmm.
like one lie can break this whole family and blah 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 blah, right? All that stuff. I enjoy that very much. So like the thing is, I understand a lot of people are very much disappointed with this, but I'm pretty much fine with this movie. So I was like probably give it like as a rating a 6.5.
Uh-huh.
There isn't really anything I
Please.
have in terms of complaints other than the fact that it was like two maybe three things. Definite two
Okay.
though is like the fact that like for one it's a very big cast and we have to explore each and every single one's origin, right? Now
Mm-hmm.
this would have been fine if it was like maybe a more limited number, but the fact that it's like 10 people, you know,
Yeah.
that we're supposed to like quickly get to know and then care about is a big thing. So you may not like become entirely invested in the whole thing that's happening with Cersei and Icarus, you know, because you
Right.
don't really you see that they're happy and everything, and well, like as so far as like their portrayal of what they're supposed to be like this old couple who's like one like they both lived for so long and then one is just kind of bored with it, but then you know the other one just loves humanity kind of thing, and then you know they come at odds because of that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
It's portrayed very well by the two actors, right? But it's just like you're not
Okay, found the
invested in
road.
that
Okay.
performance again because you've had very little in order to like really invest like to really care about these characters, right?
Yeah,
It's
yeah,
basically
yeah.
the same with most every single other character that's within the Eternals cast. It's a lot of people. Like don't get me wrong, and again, these characters can be fun to
Ooh, that's
watch,
a
and
giant
it's
bug,
amazing
man.
watching them interact. But like while
Ooh.
during the whole thing, you feel more like the outsider watching this and enjoying what's going on rather than wanting to go and be a part of it. You know, that's the kind of
Mm-hmm.
like thing that kind of goes on with this. So there's that for one. And for two, a lot of the film, and I understand it because this movie seems to be more of a setup for the next major conflict within the Avengers storyline, right?
Yeah, within the
But
MCU, uh-huh.
or for the
And
MCU
look,
in
we killed
general, right?
Thanos. Who do we kill now?
Yeah, right.
Right?
So
Doctor Doom doesn't exist yet.
yeah,
Can't kill Doctor Doom. Right?
yeah.
Where's Magneto? Right?
Oh, he'll be along, but yeah, that's the
Hey,
thing.
hey,
It's
hey,
just
hey,
like
hey, look. Hey, some say he'll be along in a place that is full, that is a multiverse of madness, right?
okay, all right, but like but what back to what I'm saying. The movie is the movie serves a lot as setup, and so it has to explain a lot of things to you. And like first of all, like alongside the fact, alongside each and every the fact that sorry, let me get my words again.
Yeah.
Along with the fact that the movie has to tell you all about each and every character's origin story and their powers and what they do and then you know how they interact with their family and how they relate to one another and all this other mumbo jumbos to make the family drama work, is that they're also
Mm-hmm.
trying to explain the Celestials and then what their deal is and why they're this big quote unquote threat and why the deviants are a thing, and then you have to get a and
Yeah,
that
yeah,
also has to
you
serve
really have to care
into the
about a lot
family
of
thing.
stuff that they're just throwing in, right?
Yeah,
Pretty
yeah.
much.
It's a lot to like care about and to get yourself invested, and it's hard to do that because you're given so very little time, and it just seems to be a bombardment of information, especially at the one moment when they're explaining that with every planet there's a seed of a celestial that's waiting for intelligent life to just
Yeah,
fucking grow out of that.
Hey, it turns out the Earth has been pregnant this entire time.
Yeah, right. It was just in its gestation period until it emerges and you get a beautiful baby celestial.
You think it was trying to make a statement on abortion? Is that what it was trying to make?
No, it was not trying to make a statement on abortion.
Do you think that the Celestials are just do you think the Celestials are the Greg Abbott of the multiverse?
Oh my god. I don't know. Oh wait, hold on. I have to remember. Is it Texas that's doing the thing with trans kids?
Yeah.
The horrible thing that they're doing. Yeah.
Oh, hold on. Let's not put all of Texas into it. Let's just put Greg Abbott into it, right?
Greg Abbott, Texas. Yeah.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Right. And let's just put the fact that it's Greg Abbott who hates trans people. Okay.
Yeah.
Right. Like J.K. Rowling, right?
Oh my god, I forgot about J.K. Rowling for a hot second.
Yeah, look. Hey, Warner Bros. Is doing their best to forget about J.K. Rowling, alright?
Oh, what's happening with the sequels? I know, I saw the new poster for it, but I don't know if she... I don't know.
I'll tell you about that Harry Potter special that came out, right?
Oh, you're talking about the 20 years later or something like that, right?
Yeah, that thing, right? I'm talking about that thing, how in that thing she only appears for less than a minute. Right? And it's only through archival footage from 2019, which is the funniest thing.
Jesus, yeah, they didn't really bother to get her along.
Oh, they really did not want J.K. Rowling to be in that thing, you know? They're like, hey, let's not get J.K. Rowling in this.
Yeah, fucking Rupert, I forget his last name, but I think it's Ron's the actor for Ron, right? Mm-hmm. He very much had to tiptoe around that topic in the interview, if I remember correctly, right?
Yeah.
It's just like, oh well, I don't agree with what she says anymore, that kind of thing. I remember that.
Yeah, that's what a lot of people say.
Do you know if she's still involved within the Fantastic Beasts series though?
100%. I mean, she owns that shit, right? So she has to be involved.
Yeah, so are they still and I know they're doing the third one, but are they still going on with the rest of the series?
I mean, isn't this the third one supposed to be the last one?
No, it's supposed to be a series of 5 films.
Is this supposed to be a series? Jesus fucking Christ! Who the fuck needs 5 Fantastic Beasts movies?
Just to say, because the thing is, this is information from way back when it was coming out, but I remember them discussing and saying oh yeah, it's gonna be a series of 5 films, and it's gonna be our next big franchise for the Harry Potter for the Harry Potter franchise. It's gonna be Fantastic Beasts, which is why they did that whole thing with with Dumbledore and everything. That's why they have. That's why they had that. They forced that plot in trying to make Newt so much more important than he should be, rather than just a fucking teacher. But now he has to be this whole thing with fucking Dumbledore, and that's why that happened. And well, not including a lot of other stuff too. But we don't need to talk about that because otherwise I'm gonna rant.
Okay.
But anyway, fuck. Okay, hold on. Yeah, no, but yeah, it's just okay. No, I remember where we were. But yeah, it's just there's a lot of explanation set up and very little time to really get yourself properly invested in the thing. It feels like it would have been a lot more appropriate if we had maybe either another movie preceding this, and then having the whole because the thing is, I really like what they did with the family drama stuff, and that really should be on its own thing. But the thing is, it feels like with all the stuff that they put into that movie and the whole complicated weaving of the story with each other, with the family drama and the bigger plot at large, to set up for the next stage, for the next phase in the MCU universe, right? It's a lot, and it feels like it's doing too much, and it's kind of bloated in that. It does admirably regardless. I will say though, because I still enjoy this movie a good bit, and I really wouldn't mind watching it for the aesthetic alone, and I probably will watch it for the aesthetic alone. It looks wonderful, but it's just it's a lot of complicatedness that is it's a lot, and you don't want to bother dealing with it. That kind of stuff, it felt like it would be better if you just were able to separate that story into more maybe 1 hour 20 1 hour episodes, 24 episodes type of thing, it'd be making a TV show, and then you can properly explain everything, and make it season 1 you'd invest in the family, season 2 all hell breaks loose as the family falls apart or whatever like that, right? It's but the thing is, if you do that, you build everything up, and it's with that much amount of time, you should be able to tell what they and do all that you want to do in the movie.
Now, you think 2 hours? What? You think they didn't explain it up within the 2 hours, 30 minutes?
Oh yeah, sure. But the thing is, the movie is just like, it's so much that it wants to tell you, and it's just like, and it's fine by the end of it because I was still able to follow what's going on, but it's just like, it's a lot, and I just want, like, I'm more invested in the character drama of things, and I really like what was going on.
Right.
And I did like the whole I guess you could call it a twist. Like, I like the twist on Icarus. Icarus felt like a very surprising, but like very like, oh, okay, yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, considering, especially when he's like, his whole character is dealing with, like, I was like, oh well, our whole mission was a fucking lie. I don't give a shit anymore. Woo, that kind of thing. Like, everything works with these characters, but I'm much more invested in the character drama than the bigger plot at large. Like, the bigger plot at large, if they just like reduced it, like if they just made that more into like, if like in the beginning everyone knew, and then everyone had to deal with the fallout, and they were still trying to be a family when they couldn't really be while the issue was still the thing, and filled that up with the 2 hour movie, then that would have been fine. But it's sharing, it wants the mystery along with the whole family drama, but it gets in the way of it and doesn't let it be as good as it should be. Because I did again do think the family drama, or the story that is being told in this movie, is the best part of this movie. It just doesn't really have a lot in order to it doesn't have a lot of breathing room, is what I'm saying.
Yeah.
But anyway, that's my rant on that. Would you like to rant as well?
Hey, this movie plot is too much of a fucking mess, right? Mm-hmm. It's like if they had to, right? Because the whole fucking saving the world thing was like the most bullshit thing they'd put in this movie, right? It was as if like there was like a whole conflict of directors, right? Even though it was only one director, I think it was just Chloe Zhao that was in charge of this, right? But it feels like there was like a whole conflict of directors in this movie, right? Like she had to meet the Marvel quota. Like, this is, hey, we have to put a stupid CGI fight scene with this monster and make sure that monster is really, really important to the plot. Gotta hammer in on this fucking deviant thing.
I almost forgot. The deviant just like as much as
it was the most worthless. Look, a lot of people talk shit about Marvel villains, but this has to be like the worst Marvel villain to ever exist, right?
No, yeah, especially because they kind of squander his potential too, because they have this whole complicated thing where he's just like
where he was gaining sentient and life, right?
Yeah, right.
But
and
he realized
and it's like he acknowledges
right, and then he just died, and they were just like, oh, okay, well, fucking worthless. I guess those two other characters that died were meaningless. Died for nothing.
It's just like you had this whole setup of a revenge plot with like the deviants being like, oh, we're the same, but you still killed my people, and so I hate you, both you and Arishem, and now this is what my motivation is going to be, and it's like a wonderful bit of complicatedness cut short in the most, like, while it is empowering for Athena, don't get me wrong, I kind of wish it was more like he got lucky and he would have escaped, and he escaped barely or something, because he has like this wonderful setup for a plot, for a plot line later, in a sequel for Eternals. Because that's
the thing about Marvel. They're good at introducing characters and then setting them up for later movies and never forgetting about said characters, right? Right, like God. Marvel would never introduce a character, right, and then set them up and then completely forget about them for like 5 movies until they just come back to fight some guy in a ring and be like, hey, remember me? I was in the Marvel movies, right? Whatever happened to that guy that got blood spilled on his head and then his brain started mutating? Whatever happened to that guy?
Oh my God, yeah.
Right.
Whatever fucking.
Hey, remember that guy that declared war on Doctor Strange and never showed up after again?
Oh,
after he killed him. Hey, right?
At least he's.
Hey, I bet he's gonna be a great villain in Doctor Strange too. You know, I'm pretty sure he's gonna last throughout the entire movie and be a compelling villain and not die within the first 10 minutes to a random character like Scarlet Witch, right? That would be dumb and stupid.
Oh my god. I mean, still, it's just like fucking. What's the word I'm calling? No, I actually lost what I was gonna fucking say.
Okay, okay.
But yeah, it's the movie is very bloated. That's I'll end it on that because I legit forgot where my mind was going.
Yeah.
But is that it? Do we have anything else to say?
No, I still gotta say I hated this movie. I didn't think this movie was fucking great. I mean, I like the character job, but right, that's what Chloe that was good. She's known to good for doing character human moments, right?
Yeah.
Right, because that was in like Normal Land, right? At the movie that she did before this, and what got her. But I really didn't like the like the whole fucking. I would have been fine with just like an actual superhero drama, right? Like, hey, look, this is the repercussion of people living with superpowers or some shit. Like, hey, look, people die. What's our mission on that stuff, right? Mm-hmm. But the fact is, like the whole fucking but to the point where it just felt that they were just forced into this movie, right? Like they're just right to the point where it doesn't matter if they were superheroes to me, right? I would have liked there was like an actual superhero involving about their Charles and Trip and the aftermath and everything, right? But the fact that they just kept having to do dumb superhero felt really fucking unneeded, right? Like I would especially with the whole deviant creature boss character villain whatever the fuck you want to do with him, right? But he just felt like he was supposed to be something, and then he just didn't end up being a threat. Then we just had a new threat, and this was like, oh, okay, that was fucking worthless, right? What was no point of these deviants, and they're just like, oh yeah, right? Like I guess that he was supposed to be the setup for them to find out the big reveal, right? But but the fact that he was still in the movie afterwards, like if they just killed the demon within like the first 10 minutes, and then they found out that Aslan is trying to have a baby with the Earth. We gotta figure out how to stop him, right? I would have been fine that if they just used the deviant, right, as the main setup for like the real plot of, hey, we gotta stop Aslan from killing everyone on the Earth, right? But the fact that he kept remaining in this movie and he was just there, doing absolutely nothing.
You know, now that you point out the fact that like if he died like in the 10 seconds after that, after the whole sentience thing, and it would have been like a poignant moment for them. Yeah, I think it's how you say it.
Yeah, right. And then they find out the whole big backstory. And somebody just dragged it on for this movie, and then they had to rush it. And then at the end, they did a plot like, oh man. And then Marvel finally done it. They finally did something that no comic book or movie director has ever approached the concept. What if we make Superman a bad guy, right? A completely original idea that no one has ever done before. Let's make Superman the villain now all of a sudden, right?
Uh-huh.
Oh, what a fresh new take. I'm really glad they. Hey, look. I might not like Marvel. I'm really glad they finally did something new and original, right? Superman, but a bad guy, right? Right.
Uh-huh.
That's a concept I have never seen adapted or told before. You know.
Okay.
Right.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
Right. I have never had that type of injustice before, right? Well, involving an evil Superman, right? Right, because I always seen him as the golden sun and never a red sun, right?
Yeah.
Right. Yeah. Right. It was a whole new fuck. Hold on.
It's ridiculous.
Right. It was a whole new bright burn to see this new light of a Superman but evil story.
Was that pause? Was that you just taking the time to fucking look it up for evil Superman movies or something like that? You didn't actually type that in, did you?
I couldn't remember it with the fucking movie. All right.
Oh my god. Oh Jesus. No, I get what you mean, but it's
The whole review of the Icarus, I'm done making a fucking not Icarus. Is it Icarus?
What do you mean? Like the Superman caricature?
Yeah.
Yeah, Icarus.
Yeah. That's him being the bad guy. I was like, oh, okay, well, fucking okay. I mean, like, now all of a sudden you want to make a big deal out of this? You guys had 1,500 years or something? 500 years?
Yeah, that was all very much like, like, don't get me wrong, I enjoyed the fight a good bit, but it was only because, like, this is my Justice League fight without the Justice League fight, you know, where they fight among themselves, that kind of thing.
Yeah.
But I mean, like, again, that was enjoyable, and also I just enjoyed how, like, and I had to look up her name again because I don't really remember their names like that in this movie. Who is the character who can run really fast? Makari. Yeah. Makari. Like her fighting against, you know, basically it was just like Superman versus the Flash, and I really enjoyed it. Whereas it's like, oh, you know,
and you had Cyborg, right?
Yeah.
I did like that character with his fucking cool, with his fucking stupid techno mumbo jumbo power, right?
Mm-hmm.
It's a good article.
Oh my god.
Oh damn, this preview doesn't write down the entire thing. Fuck.
But evil.
Right.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Okay.
But like I said, the number of characters was too fucking much. I'm really gonna think, like I think a lot of these characters were fucking useless, and they were super. Especially like the Mind Guy existed. Was like, I forgot he was in this fucking movie.
No, yeah.
Yeah. I think the funniest part was they wrote out Kumail. I'm always gonna keep mispronouncing Nungiani, right? Kingo.
What was his name? Kingo?
Yeah, Kumail Nungiani. I think that's how you pronounce that.
Nanjiani, I think it is.
Nanjiani, right? I think that was that was like the funniest part of this movie, when they didn't know how to write this movie. Was this to show how badly this movie was written for me? When they just wrote out his character, he just said, I'm leaving, bye. It's like in the last act, he's like, hey, look, the Earth is gonna die, we have to stop Grey Ab. He's like, hey, that's a good proposition. I'm gonna go home.
Oh, but the whole thing where he's just like, oh, I refuse to fight against a guy who I trust and stuff like that.
Yeah, right. It's like the dumbest fucking thing. It's like this is like the Earth is about to get birthed into like an evil by evil Governor Greg Abbott, and he's just like, I'm leaving. I was like, this is like so dumb. Even right. That's how you know how this movie was so badly handled. They had like one of the only characters that can actually fight just leaves, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean, you know, it was a whole thing, but I mean, otherwise it's just like, I mean, for me at least, I at least enjoy the aesthetics, but I think that's all I can really say at this point. So
I mean, I don't like the aesthetics. I don't like the stupid line motif they kept.
Oh, I like the line motif, but that's just more
the stupid weird line motion, whatever, the weird line visual circle, right? The weird artsy thing they kept trying to do with all these characters, right?
I thought it looked good. I thought it actually looked good for me.
Nah, it looked dumb to me.
Well,
to be fair, like I said, I just didn't like this movie.
Yeah.
Right? They just toned down on the whole superhero fucking issues, right? About evil abortion baby alien, right? I would have probably liked this movie, but the fact they kept making a big deal of this abortion baby, I was like, that they didn't even bother to introduce into like the last half hour of the movie. I'm like, oh wait, not to care about evil abortion alien, right? Really got to me, right? Especially after you set up like the entire, like, because the entire main move, like the whole first and second act of the movie is, hey, watch out, someone from the past is coming back to get us. Right?
Right,
and then that guy ended up being useless, right? And then just the amount of characters, right? Like especially the part where they had the Kingo's butler. Like, even though he was just there for comic relief, I like that actor. I like his character. I was like, you did not have to be here.
Yeah, he didn't really. But again, that's just like.
I enjoyed the butler character, right? But he was just there.
No,
right?
yeah, but again,
and it didn't help when he and Kingo left. And then I was like, okay, they're just leaving it the rest of the movie now.
Yeah. I mean, again, bloated cast. You can't really do much with all the characters that you have, especially with such a limited runtime. But yeah.
Nah.
Same old issues. Different movie, really.
Yeah. Like, this movie definitely had a lot of potential for me, right? If they really just mainly focus on like the whole drama aspect within these characters, right? Right? Especially if they want to experiment, right? At this point, Marvel, Disney, whoever the fuck, does not have to fucking make a good, quote unquote, good movie. They can do whatever the fuck they want with the MCU now, right? Like, I would have liked it better if this was more of like, if this was one of their attempts to do more of like an artsy fartsy, like actual trauma, right? Like, right, like an actual experimental film for them to do, right?
Yeah.
With these. Within their property, right? It's like when Fox says, "Hey, we're making Young Mutant. It's gonna be a horror movie. Everyone will love it. It'll come out in 2017, as promised. You'll see Young Mutant in 2017, right? Or 2019, wherever they said it, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, like, this movie, just felt like a whole conflict of direction throughout the entire movie, right? That was just my biggest problem with this movie.
Yeah, I mean, that's fair. But I think that's all we had to say, right?
Yeah. Hey, look, I think this movie would have been better if everyone would just went out looking for Elden Ring, alright? There you go. Yeah.
And then unite the whole world under your rule. Become a lord.
Yeah,
that's right.
That's right. Yeah. You must gather the one Elden Ring, you know.
Yeah. Become the Lord of the Ring. Yes.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, that'll be good. Hey, that's a good idea. Hey, we should write this down and send this to George R.R. Martin so he can put this in Game of Thrones. All right.
Yeah, maybe that'll help him finish his next book. You know.
Yeah. Let's just like maybe they need to put a ring on the Iron Throne and they control the Iron Throne, right?
Oh my God.
Yeah, that's how right. That's how it all works, right? Right, because everyone's still alive in the books, right? They're like there's still there's still 3 dragons in the books, right? Right.
The 3 dragons. I mean, the 3 dragons fucked off.
Oh, that's funny as fuck.
They destroyed Marine, and then Dany's just kind of off like. Being captured. She's just captured by like the Dothraki horde or something like that.
Okay.
We just don't know what happened to her. I think. Well, I don't know if no. There's the epilogue, but I mean, we have like all we have for Jon Snow is that he's like stabbed and like dying in the snow, or is dead. So that's kind of that's where we're at. We don't know. We don't have a continuation on that. Arya is training to be an assassin.
Oh boy, hey, is she trained to be an assassin to kill the Night King?
Oh well, who knows? We don't know.
And that'll be a good. Hey, they should do that. That would be a great plot twist if they introduce, right? Have Arya killed the Night King in the books. No one would see it. I'm pretty sure everyone will love it.
Yeah, but you also got like Theon and Jane Poole jump off the wall in Winterfell to escape from Ramsay, but we don't know if they survived the fall. Sansa's like still pretending to be someone else in the Vale. I'm trying to remember what else. Arianne is the Martell plot. Things are happening.
Okay.
I think otherwise it's just Cersei. Cersei did the walk of shame. She hasn't gotten her revenge yet, and Jaime is off trying to rescue Brienne because of Lady Stoneheart, and a whole plot point that was a whole storyline that's been taken out from the show, where it's like whereas Catelyn Stark is raised up back from the dead, using the sun god's power, and she's threatening to kill Brienne and Podrick. Unless Jaime comes over, but we don't know what happens after that. We're left with a lot of hanging threads and like nothing to tie it all together in a neat bow. So
there you go.
That's the state of things.
Hey, look! Just add a big abortion baby alien and into Game of Thrones, and it'll be fixed. All right.
Oh yeah, so it just destroys everyone, and then we don't have to care.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, they should just do that.
Hell yeah.
Okay, that's it. Okay, I got nothing else to talk about at this point, honestly.
Oh, okay. I managed to add 3 minutes onto that, so I guess.
Okay, good. All right, cool. Hey, stay tuned next time, when we talk more about Elden Ring, I guess.
No, we're not gonna keep talking about Elden Ring.
Stay tuned for the next next Elden Ring spoiler cast.
That's not the Elden Ring. I stated in the beginning, it's not the Elden Ring spoiler cast. It'll never be the Elden Ring spoiler cast.
Okay, is that it? Are we done?
Yes. Yeah.
Okay.
Done.
Alright, coronavirus is still a thing. Wash your hands, wear a mask, get your shots. The booster's a thing now. Okay, thanks, bye.